I am so excited to watch the Jets this year, but I can't help, Shady, but think about the quote, Tyson, everybody got a plan.
So you punch in the mouth.
So they get punched in the mouth. Jets are so confident right now, Joy. To me, they're overconfident. I remember it was 2 months ago, mandatory minicamp. Remember, America, players do not have that many mandated practice days. 3 mandatory minicamp days. Robert Saleh was like, yo, I've seen enough. Jets, take off. Robert Saleh's second year, going on his third year as a head coach. Aaron Rodgers just got there. Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator, just got there. And you're giving players time off. I'm watching yesterday Hard Knocks, Joy, and I remember Jeff Ulbrich, defensive coordinator. Aaron Rodgers, the only person on the planet that can make that throw. Defense was like, hell yeah, coach, hell yeah, coach. I'm sitting here like, there's no longer a throw that Aaron Rodgers is the only person on the planet that can make. There was a day, 2014, where that was true. There was a day, 2016, watch the Cowboys playoffs game in Dallas, where that was true. But there is no longer a day where that is true. Joy, as much as I love the Jets, and I hope that they succeed in a mighty way this year for our sake and for your sake at home, I think they are overconfident. What do you think?
No, I don't think they're overconfident. I think everybody has the same amount of confidence in camp right now that the Jets do. This is the best time of the season. You know, the third-string quarterback makes this unbelievable pass, and everyone's like, oh, my God, we are unstoppable. The Cardinals think they have a chance right now. Sorry, Cardinals, I'm giving you a stray here. But, like, everybody thinks at this point in the season, you guys have been in camp. It's tiring. It's hot. Somebody makes a big play. It's exciting. You get behind it. And how much more exciting is it when you were in camp for the past couple years and saw what you had at quarterback, and now you have that guy walking through the door?
Yeah.
Of course you're going to be confident. And to the Jets' defense, 2 of the last 3 times a big-name quarterback has moved, it has immediately resulted in a Super Bowl. So the odds are slightly still in their favor. I mean, Tom Brady did it. No, Aaron Rodgers ain't Tom Brady, but Tom Brady did it. Matthew Stafford did it. I think Aaron Rodgers is
for sure
better than Matthew Stafford. He did it. And then Russell Wilson. But 2 of them did it. So I don't know why, if you're the Jets and you're these young players, or you're veteran players and you're these coaches, you're the organization, why you wouldn't be beaming with confidence at the idea that you now have a 4-time MVP in the building.
Shady, on the outside end, Spence Crawford fight. You watched it intently.
Yeah.
Both of those cats were talking heavy trash.
Yep.
Both of them cats knew and thought that they could win. But you, as a boxing fan, to some degree a boxing expert, you probably like, hey, man, this dude ain't really got as good of a shot as that dude. So you could probably assess, though they should both be confident, one of them might be a little too confident based upon his talent level. That's how I'm looking at the Jets. Everybody and their mama should be confident. Joy is right. I was on the Cleveland Browns in 2012, drafted there. We didn't think we'd win a Super Bowl, but we thought we'd be good. We were 4-12, if I'm not mistaken. Lost to Shady's Eagles week 1 and beat Shady's Eagles maybe.
No, y'all lost.
Okay.
We gave y'all 4 turnovers, y'all still
I know, Vic threw 4 picks and we still lost. God, dog. Anyway, Jets, are they overconfident based upon what you think they can achieve?
Before I answer that question, who was your quarterback? Brian Sweetie or something like that?
Brandon Weeden.
Weeden.
Mistake.
Yeah, he was here, he was gone. Here today, going tomorrow. I say that because they should be confident because of their quarterback.
Got it.
You got Aaron Rodgers. I think back when you look at the Jets for the last couple of years, they always had a solid defense. Last year they had a really, really good defense. But what were they missing? A quarterback. Zach Wilson he better off just sitting up here with us, right? Because we can play quarterback like he played quarterback.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? So now you have Aaron Rodgers there. It brings a lot of more confidence. I think confidence comes into play when, 1, you think you're good enough, right? And 2, when you're well prepared. And I look at this team, I think they're well prepared. Coach Saleh's doing a great job of emphasizing like how important this year is to be great. And then you add in a guy like Aaron Rodgers. Now the confidence level of all the young players, which they have really good ones, it rises up. So now I felt good about myself. I felt really, really good about myself now that Aaron Rodgers is in the picture. So I love the confidence they have in the room, and I think they do some good things this year.
The Jets are overconfident, but that's a good thing. It's the first time since, Joe Willie, Joe Namath. I mean, respect to Chad Pennington and Mark Sanchez, but this is the best quarterback they've had in 50 years. And when you think about Aaron Rodgers, he might be 39. He's still Aaron Rodgers. There is a confidence that he exudes that becomes a force multiplier to the rest of the team. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, the defense, top 5 defense across the league last year. The offense, 29th in football. He doesn't have to be Aaron Rodgers 2014, to your point, Acho. He just has to be a B. And that team with that roster, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed in the back end, Jermaine Johnson rushing the passer. That defense is going to create a ton of turnovers. The Jets are going to win 11 games, and they're going to contend. Now, I'm not saying they're the best team in the AFC because they're not, but they are very good, and they should be overconfident.
Schultz, here's my thing, though, and I remember, Shady, playing at Texas, we thought we was like that. And again, went to a national championship, so to some degree we were.
That's good, yeah.
But there came a point in time, it was my sophomore year, in Dallas. That's where you play. You play at the Texas State Fair. Half the stadium is in burnt orange. The other half of the stadium is in that maroon, if you will. I walk onto the field. I see this dude. The back of his name is McCoy. The front is not Shady. The back of the name is McCoy. I was like, who the hell is that? Like, we don't got one of those. It was Gerald McCoy. I was like, oh, thank God I'm not on the freaking offensive side of the ball. I finally saw somebody that could match what we do. When I think about Sauce Gardner, when I think about DJ Reed, when I think about Aaron Rodgers, when I think about Breece Hall, there's still a Josh Allen, a Stephon Diggs, a Micah Hyde, a Jordan Poyer, a Matt Milano. There's still a Tyreek Hill, a Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, a Tua Tagovailoa, Xavier Howard, a Jalen Ramsey. Like, there are other teams that are even more talented than the Jets. And that, to me, is why I'm like, I like the confidence, but I just think it's too much confidence.
But Robert Saleh, I mean, the perfect way to kick off Hard Knocks. He says, he gives a story about the crow and the eagle. The only bird that attacks an eagle is a crow. The eagle doesn't fight back. The eagle climbs up thousands of feet until the crow dies, falls down. I think that's the perfect metaphor for the Jets because everyone's coming after them now. They don't have to fight back in the media. They don't have to say all the war. You know, they can show up with their talent, with their quarterback, and absolutely beat you. They have everything.
We don't know if they're eagles or if they're New York pigeons yet. We still have to find out if they can even fly yet. I mean, the New York pigeons are aggressive, but they don't do a whole lot of flying up into the atmosphere. The one thing that I will give you is the defensive clip. I don't like the idea that you're encouraging that we got some wiggle room here. You don't have any wiggle room. That is the one thing where I will give you. Everyone's confident. They should feel better about themselves. They should be working harder. They should doing that extra rep because they know they have the guy in the building now, and that inspires a specific type of energy. We saw that. But them talking about we're going to be in games no matter what. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you're going to have success in the AFC, you're going to have to be perfect. I had to get it. Do you see that? I got it. I couldn't do the whole quote, but I got it. But you are going to have to be perfect. Like, there's going to be a long list of really, really good teams that don't make the playoffs in the AFC. So that whole that part of the mentality is the overconfidence that I think you're talking about. That's where I would lean into. There ain't no wiggle room here.
You make a great point. I'm thinking about it like this. Last year, the Jets were in every game and won 7 games because of how good the defense was. But, Shady, we've been in positions like this before. I primarily in college, you obviously in the NFL. In positions where we knew defensively we had to be perfect because our offense was not good. Again, I'll give you all a college story. I'll parallel to an NFL story. 2010, we went 5-7, but we had the number 3 defense in the nation. Number 3 defense in all of football behind Alabama and I believe TCU, and only won 5 games. The reason we had the number 3 defense in the nation, Shady, is because we knew only way we was going to win is if our defense was lights out. The Jets defense is now thinking to themselves, oh, we have a little bit of room for error. Aaron Rodgers is here now. I don't want the Jets defense, which is what kept them in games, to take a step back because they are subconsciously taking their foot off the gas knowing that A-Rod is in the building.
Jay, I don't think it works like that. I don't think teams just, oh, we got this player so we could take it easy. Every play in football, you're trying to win. You're trying to win your battle. Your one-on-one battle, your team battle. I don't think they're looking at that now they have A-Rod, we can just cool off. I think it's more of, we've done this great or this good with this defense, and the offense not giving us no type of production. Now, a lot of them games that we lost, them close games, we had an offense. We might win that game by a touchdown or 2. So I do think that now having A-Rod there, it's more of a swagger, an attitude. Like, yeah, you see how we played last year as a defense. Now we got a quarterback. Now we're going to blow teams out. Now we're going to win by double digits.
Have they earned the right 2-5, though, to have that swagger? In my mind, like, you got to earn the right to be confident.
It's like I said, it's the culture, the coaches, and the players, right? I feel like Saleh's trying to get that culture. We're still waiting to see how that turns out. But now you got a player like A-Rod, right? The talent, the respect. Now he brings that respect in the locker room. And another thing is, like, there's so many great teams in the AFC. They should all feel like that. If you got all these top teams, Nah, we better than them or they better than us. There's nobody that gets the upper edge other than the Chiefs.
Right.
But they all should feel like they're confident in a better team. That's why you play the game.
Very well said.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.